bread, you guys. That's pretty awesome. Hello and welcome to a new vlog, my friends. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you are not new here, I am super glad you're back. It's Friday, my favorite weekday, because it's the day before Saturday. And I've been a busy little bee this morning. I packed 2 wholesale orders. I've never gotten 2 wholesale orders in a 24-hour period before, but that was very exciting. I just spent the last hour or so doing some video editing on what will be the vlog that came out right before this one. But I thought I'd pop in, get this vlog started because... oh, I forgot about something else really exciting. I just submitted an illustration pitch deck to send off to my current illustration client. I'm doing some illustrations of buildings in a small town in Alberta called Viking. Their contractor who commissioned me found me at a market, took my card, and we kind of got the ball rolling on this project very recently. It's been really fun so far. I'm really excited about it. Feels good to like finish a big task and send it off, so I'm just waiting for feedback on that. It is always a little scary being in the position of waiting for feedback because there's always the fear it's going to be really bad if they're going to be like, actually we hate it, we want to cancel this whole project. But I really don't think that will happen. I've got a couple things to work on this afternoon. I might do a bit more video editing. I want to do some work in my sketchbook. I started this page of sample floral tile style designs that I want to kind of get a set of designs down so that I can start working on some bigger projects that I'm going to use these little illustration images for. I'm also working on a commission right now after I finished my Valentine's Day commissions. I did one of them for my friend's mom, and she asked me to do another one because it was for her dad and her late mom, and she wants to get another one done of her husband's mom and dad. So I've been working on that. I also have been taking regular Skillshare classes, so I'm also hoping to do a little bit of that. And I do really need to get started on painting my next batch of clay pins and magnets for my market, which is next weekend, but I don't think I'm gonna have time for that today. I think that's gonna have to be a tomorrow task. I normally like to give myself weekends off, but don't wanna stress myself out of not having these pins and magnets done in time, so I might just do that. We'll see. Tonight we're gonna go try a new restaurant, which I'm very excited about. If we can get a table, we've got kind of a big-ish group. Those are my Friday plans. I hope you will come along for this vlog that will include probably lots of market prep, making pins and magnets, some illustration work, and whatever other fun and cool stuff happens along the way.
Nobody knows me like you do. You just read my mind. Nobody gets me except for you. Like we're intertwined. Seasons come and go. Universe will change, but I'll feel the same. Thought that you should know. Even if my eyes are closed, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you.
Good morning, happy Monday. I'm wearing my loon duck. What kind of fowl do you think this is? Please tell me in the comments. I've gotten goose, loon, duck. I don't think it's a duck. Woke up in kind of a crummy mood this morning. I was having like weird dreams. Do you ever like wake up from weird dreams and it takes you a while to kind of like shake that feeling? Like you just feel like the dream made you feel for a while? I did some journaling because when I feel kind of just like jumbled and cranky and like my thoughts are all tangled up, like journaling for a little while. The way I perceive what journaling does for me is that when my thoughts are like a big tangled mess, like journaling is like pulling the threads apart. And I can just kind of look at it and be like, oh, okay, things make more sense now. And then I did my like morning exercise routine of like, lately I've been doing kind of a mix of yoga and Pilates and then just other stretches that I feel like I need to do. I give myself like 20 or so minutes like just on my yoga mat And I kind of just start by stretching whatever I feel like needs to be stretched, which is my whole body because I'm getting old, I guess. I've also got my gross looking smoothie that's been one of my go-to breakfasts lately. It's this is actually, the smoothie is brought to you by Costco because it's frozen banana, which I often get at Costco, frozen berries from Costco, and also the Vega protein powder, also from Costco, and the newest addition to my smoothie that I've been obsessed with lately is this like powdered peanut butter, because I used to put a scoop of regular wet, it sounds weird to call it that, wet peanut butter in my smoothies. It doesn't blend super great, like you get like little chunks of peanut butter at the bottom, which was never a bad thing, like little bonus peanut butter at the bottom, but the powdered peanut butter just like absorbs the liquid and blends in really evenly. So, oh no, shouldn't hold this over top of my clay, guys. It's like a PB&J protein smoothie is how I would describe this, plus banana. It's very nice. What's on the agenda for today? You didn't ask? We gotta paint these fellas because I meant to do this, well, I wanted to do this on Friday and then I wanted to do it on the weekend and I was like, no, you know what? I have enough on my plate this weekend. I'm gonna leave it to paint, get the painting done today and tomorrow, and then I can do the varnishing hopefully also tomorrow and the next day to still be in good shape to have these done for Friday. End of day Friday, because my market starts Saturday. I also got a wholesale order. I've gotten 3 in 1 week. That's my best wholesale week ever. I'm very excited. And 2 of them are returning fair customers, which means I don't have to pay as much to fair. They don't take as much of a cut on the order. Oh, and I wanted to start restocking products. But I think I'll start with these because they're already out. And painting is a nice, like, peaceful, chill way to start the day. I forgot that I was going to tell you is that I'm making sourdough today. I don't know what possessed me to. I think it's because I fed my sourdough starter yesterday and I looked at it this morning and I was like, that looks like it's ready to make bread with, because I just fed it a lot because I decided I'm going to start saving more of my disc. So anyways, I was like, I have a nice amount of starter. I'm just going to try and make some bread today. So we're going to do that. I haven't made a loaf of sourdough in like, I've only done it once since I've been feeding my starter, so wish me luck. I'm following Claire Saffit's recipe. She will not mislead me. I trust her with my life. Finished painting all those little clay guys. It took forever. I always forget how freaking long it takes to paint all those little things. It's kind of partially my fault because I was watching YouTube while I was doing it instead of like just focusing on what I was doing. Hi Parker. What do you have to say to YouTube? Okay. My sourdough bread is not going very well. It's like super tough and it doesn't seem to be like rising at all, and it might be because my kitchen is very cold. So I'm gonna try putting it, something I do sometimes is turn my oven on like the keep warm setting and just like put it on for like 5 minutes and then shut it off just so it's like kind of warm in there, and then leave it in there for an hour and see if that starts to make it change at all. We're gonna try this, see how that goes. It might be a flop, but that's okay. You live and you learn. Also, I didn't use bread flour. I only had regular all-purpose flour, so that may be a more significant of a problem than I thought. In which case, I'll just get bread flour and try again later this week or something. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go out with the pups for a bit because they seem kind of antsy right now. And then I'm gonna make coffee number 2 and pack my wholesale order and work on my video that will have come out before this one. And that's the plan. That's the current plan. morning, happy Tuesday. I got to paint all of the details on my little pins and magnets today, which I think I'm just gonna hopefully be able to power through and get those all done today because they need to be completely dry so I can start the varnishing process, possibly tonight, maybe tomorrow. Always underestimate how long it takes me to paint these stupid little things. Like the base painting took me so much longer yesterday than I thought it was going to, but again, I was distracted by YouTube, so I'm gonna just listen to an audiobook this time. I'm listening to Tom Lake by Anne Patchett, and the audiobook is narrated by Meryl Streep, which is very fun. Then I have more video editing to do. Then I have to go to UPS because I have a fair order to drop off. And I am slowly working on my product restock for the market this weekend. I've got some cards to score and cut, bookmarks to laminate, cut, and put tassels in, and sticker sheets to cut as well. And I baked my loaf of bread this morning. I thought I was gonna be able to bake it yesterday, but I forgot about the very last step where you let it cold proof in the fridge, so I just let it do that overnight, and I just popped it in the oven this morning. It took less time to cook than I thought it would, even though it's a big loaf. So I'm very excited to do the taste test. We'll make like a grilled cheese for lunch with it or something, as long as it's not disgusting. It's not gonna be disgusting, but I'm very excited to eat it. I love sourdough so much. I feel so like optimistic about like, I'm gonna learn how to make like cool fancy flavors like jalapeno cheddar and make like sourdough buns for when we have soup. Like, yeah, it's good. Sourdough makes me happy. I think I mentioned last time that I decided to start getting my cards manufactured, at least like most of them, the ones that don't sell very much and I just want to be able to like make on demand, I'll keep making at home. But it's just so much work printing, cutting, scoring, folding cards that I'm gonna start getting them manufactured because it's actually more cost effective from the place that I found to get them printed anyways, as compared to like the price of the paper that I've been buying, which I have to source from the US, which is gonna become very complicated now anyways. So I'll show you some of the cards I got done. They came out really, really well. I just followed all the instructions that they had on their website. These are from Little Rock Printing in Calgary. And I can't believe I've never printed from them before because they're so close by and they're really, really great. I'm very happy with how they turned out. There was a bit of a communication issue with the print job and they forgot to put my design on the back. Even though I had included the file. I know how to make sure that doesn't happen next time, but I had to go through and like individually stamp all of them because if my cards are going out into the world, I want to make sure that my name and brand are attached to them because it's a little tiny bit of marketing with every card they get sold and purchased. So it's gonna be it's an order of 500 cards, so it's a lot of stamps to have to do, but overall very, very happy with the quality from Little Rock. They're awesome. Quite soft, like almost too soft, but I prefer a soft bread to like a really tough chewy bread. I think the only reason it's not amazing is because I didn't have proper bread flour. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I made bread, you guys. That's pretty awesome. Parker and Penny neighborhood watch just helped me get another dog home safely. I was starting to make my coffee and Penny started barking her head off in the window, which she only does if there's like someone coming right up to the house or an animal in the yard, which turns out is what was happening. There was this like, she looked like a collie mix or something running like right in front of our house. So Penny started barking, which triggers Parker to come bark as well. And so they're both barking their heads off and I look at the window and I don't see anything, but then all of a sudden she reappears. She must have been like right in front of our house. And I can see that she's kind of like frantically running around and she doesn't have a collar. So I went outside to see if like I could see if there's anybody around, and there wasn't. And then another dog owner came around the corner walking a poodle who started like freaking out and barking at the dog, which scared her. That dog owner asked me, "Is that your dog?" And I said no, but she doesn't have a collar. And she offered me some treats to try and bribe her to come closer, which was very sweet of her. So I went and took the treats. I ended up like having to chase her like around our crescent. And by the time I like kind of caught up to her, it turns out she had gotten back to her own driveway and her owner was there to like corral her back in the backyard. And I guess their other dog had gotten out as well. He asked if I had seen the other dog and I said no, but I would keep my eyes out. And then by the time I was even around the corner again, the other dog had been spotted as well. So all is good. I wonder what would have happened if she had kept like going away from her house. I'm glad that I like to think that Penny and Parker knew that they were helping her. They weren't just barking because there's a strange dog in the yard, but she's home safe. That's what matters. Did you do some good detective work today? You the neighborhood watchdog? Yeah. Which one do you like better? Do you prefer the white price tag or the like, what would you even call this color? It's kind of almost like a heathered, textured beige. I don't know why I'm asking you because I'm gonna have to decide right now. I already decided. I'm curious which one you would have gone with, but I decided to go with this one because I think the pure white sticks out because it's like a slightly blue tinted white for the background of these, so the bright white looks a little funny against it, whereas this is just a whole other color being introduced. And I think it works a little better for this print as well. Although looking at it now, I actually should make this blue a little bit warmer before I print all of them. Ah, that's gonna be a lot of work though, yucky. Because I have a lot of text layers to change. Anyways, 2-day countdown to market. I'm actually very excited for Saturday, the first day of the market, because I also have a show with Kaylee that night. It's the first time like the two of us have ever done a show together. It's for International Women's Day, so no boys allowed. The rest of the band wasn't invited, just the girls. So it'll be really cool. I'm excited. Gotta finish these bookmarks. They all need hole punches in the top and tassels put in. I hope I have no tassels. Oops, I didn't think about that. And I did the second coat of varnish on the front and the gluing of the magnets and pins backs on the backs this morning, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the varnish on the back and potentially the, sorry, I just don't want them to fall. They're like precariously perched right now. Varnish on the back and then do the pin backing cards. Put them on all their backing cards tomorrow, so I'm in great shape. Things are looking good. Good day, my friends. Happy Friday. One more day to market day. I think this vlog is gonna be like, I'll end it with like a wrap up after the market. Does that sound good? I decided to make another loaf of sourdough because my first one turned out like just good enough that now I'm like hooked and I want to just keep making them till I become a master. And in the process, lots of people in my life are gonna be gifted sourdough, so you're welcome. I also want to make some sourdough cinnamon rolls. I don't know if that's in the cards this weekend because I have the market all weekend and a show Saturday night, so I'm just gonna be like a busy little bee from tomorrow when I wake up until like 6 o'clock on Sunday. Last market tasks that have to get done to be ready for the weekend. I decided to do something really fun and new. I don't know if it's gonna be fun. I hope it's fun. I thought I'd do mystery bags. Look like this. It's just like a little one of the bags that I use to like bag stuff up, and I made labels for them. I put inside each bag 3 random items from my shop because it's $10 for 3 items, and they're like the value of the stuff in here is between like $18 and $30. And I just think it's fun, and like you can kind of see through the bags if you really try, and I can see people like trying to see through and picking out what they want, especially little kids. I think will think this is fun, and it's a good price for like if your mom gives you 10 bucks, like you can go get 3 things, which is like, I don't know, that was my thought behind it. I made 9 of them. We'll see how they do on Saturday, and they were really easy to throw together, so I can just do a bunch more if they sell well on Saturday, and it'll just kind of be like a special market thing that I do if it goes well. Judge up my card reader so it's ready to go. I've got to like do some meal prepping. Like I think I'm gonna make like pre-make some like lentil filling to do some wraps to bring for the weekend, because I've learned that I need to just have something sandwich-esque that's really quick and easy to eat during market days, because I'm kind of just snagging bites here and there when I can. So I'll touch base with you probably maybe later today, but definitely after the market. Hello, good morning. It is Tuesday, 2 days after the end of the market. I was gonna film this little wrap-up reflection bit yesterday, but I was so tired yesterday. I came up here to sit at my desk to try and like write my little script, and I just was not having it. I really needed a recovery day yesterday, so I took one. And I'm glad I did. Overall, it was not like a market to write home about. I guess just in financial terms, I should say, the vibes were really lovely. It was a really well organized event. I really loved getting to connect and chat with vendor friends, both old and new. Unfortunately, financially, this market cost $420 for a whole weekend for a table space. And I ended up making on the whole weekend just maybe like about $200 above that. So around like, I didn't do the exact calculations, but I made around $600, which means that after accounting for my table fee and after accounting for the cost of the products that I sold, I'm sitting at about net zero financially on the weekend, which is pretty disheartening considering how much work went into it and the time that went into it. It's never like a complete loss because there's always opportunities for people to take your card and get to know you a little bit and all that stuff, and like in that way it was definitely beneficial and I don't regret going, but I definitely am gonna think twice about signing up for this same market again, especially like if they were to lower their table fee, absolutely I would do it again because it was so well organized and the space was beautiful and like all that stuff. It's such a learning curve finding the types of events that work for you and what you make. But I think it's important to always just kind of, even when you take a financial loss, to just try and see the positives in what you got out of the event, and that's what I'm choosing to look at. I have been seriously considering starting a Patreon. I've had a few people suggest it to me. If you would consider signing up for my Patreon, please comment some kind of star emoji in the comments, and if you feel so inclined, also comment what kind of stuff you would want to see me post on there, what kind of stuff you would want to get from me if you have any ideas. I already have some ideas, but yeah, I'd be really curious to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. It really helps me and this channel out. And if you really like the video, hit the notification bell to be the first to know when there's a new one. One of the best things you can do to support me and this channel is to recommend this video or any of my videos to a friend who you think might enjoy them as well. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being part of this community. Your time, attention, and kindness mean the world to me, and I'm so grateful for you. I hope you take very good care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends!